What's going on, guys? It's the Review Artist, and today it's time for the review of the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8.4. So without further ado, let's get right into it.
So guys, this is the Galaxy Tab S8.4, and let's put this to the side and take a look at the box. So here's the box itself. You can see at the top it says Samsung Galaxy Tab S, beautiful picture of the device and a bit of information saying Wi-Fi, 16GB because this is a 16GB model, and the Super AMOLED, which actually makes this tablet. So to the bottom you can see a bit of information, and to the back you get more specs, so Samsung, etc. A bit about the CPU, the RAM, the screen size, and a bit of more of the features. On this side it tells you the thickness, which is 6.6mm, which is pretty thin for a tablet, and at the top there's nothing there except the seal. So let's put this down and let's bring the device closer. So here it is, guys, the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8.4. It is pretty small, but not too small, and you can see it fits nicely in the hand. So let's look at the back first. So you can see you get the camera at the top, which is an 8MP camera, a single LED flash, but then again it is good that this tablet has a flash, as not that many tablets do. Samsung branding, and further down a bit more information. Now these two things, we're not quite sure what it is. I think they both do the same thing, but maybe for the case, I'm not really sure. If you know, you can let us know what that is. So at the bottom you can see the speaker grill, 3.5mm audio jack, and the mini USB. And you can see it looks pretty nice there, even though this is still apparently plastic. Now on the right hand side you can see the micro SD card tray, which is pretty impressive, and that's one of the reasons why you can get the 16GB and get away with it. As iPads, you know, you cannot expand the storage, but with this you can. And now this is the IR blaster, so infrared. If you've got anything with a remote control, you can control it from your tab. Here are the volume rockers, volume down and up, and the lock screen button. The lock screen, and you can see the noise cancellation microphone and the other speaker, which is pretty impressive because they're on both sides, which is better than having two at the bottom for surround sound, because you will be watching a lot of movies on this. And now on the front you can see which there doesn't seem to be a fingerprint scanner. Not quite sure, I don't think it is, but they may add one in the future. And the Samsung branding, you know, buttons, trademark buttons there for Samsung, which used to be pretty annoying, but now we can get away with it, especially with the S6 Edge and the S6. So you can see it's a Samsung, the infrared thing, the proxy, and the adaptive light. And yeah, that's really it on the front. Let's take a look at the tab. So you can see it goes from landscape to portrait. Pressing the button will bring the beautiful display, and you can see there it is a high resolution, and it's not quite 4K, but it's sort of 2K, and for an 8.4-inch tablet it's not that sharp, but it's pretty sharp, giving you around 260 pixels per inch. And you can see when can you hear that? I'll just put the volume up. No, I can't. When you tap on it, these light up and a sound is made, which you can turn off, as that can be a bit annoying. There's the time, the date, a bit about more information about the weather, swipe screen to unlock, and there you go. So you can see, the first thing you can see is the standard Samsung UI, which is TouchWiz, and now TouchWiz can be a bit of a pain when it comes to just being there, because it's a really thick Android skin. It is not stock, it's very far from stock, and it does lag a lot because of that. And if this was running stock, which I may run Cyanogen later, it will be pretty fast. However, you can get away with this as it's octa-core, which will bring me more into the specs. So this is rocking a bit of octa-core piece. You can see on there it's 1.9 GHz quad core plus a 1.3 GHz quad core, and the size 8.4 inch. The RAM is 3GB of RAM, so multitasking is pretty impressive. There you can see you can actually record in 1440p, which is pretty impressive, especially for a tablet. 4,900 mAh battery and Bluetooth and everything there. So the battery size is looking to give us around 10 hours. Now, we haven't really tested the battery, I haven't really tested it, but you can see it does look pretty nice. Now it is Super AMOLED, so the colours are brighter than they should be. However, that is actually really nice, and if your screen resolution is high, which this is, then it looks amazing compared to anything else out there. Now, scrolling, you can see not that much lag at all. Maybe a little bit, but it's not. It doesn't freeze up on these like force closed like it used to be. So they have improved it a little bit, but there's no special features. Now this is running Android 4.4, which is 4.4.2, I think it is, which is pretty. Let's see, device. Where is it? About device, which is pretty old. It says 4.4.2. So you can see KitKat. The Lollipop is being released, and it is on the over-the-air update is being thrown out to us. So we're looking to get it in the next few weeks, and this is a high priority as this is a Tab S, and the other tabs get a low priority as they're just the normal tabs. However, some tablets do get the Android Lollipop update. But yeah, so everything is exactly the same as the phone. So if you've been on the Samsung Galaxy S4 or S5 running KitKat, it's pretty much the same. However, it is a bit big, so there's a bit of more of a difference. You can see, and basically with Android anyway, when you get technical, when you're developing applications, you don't really mess with the screen size because it can fit all. Whereas iOS, you have to know what the exact hardware. So anyway, there is a few that you can get WhatsApp on here. There is a way of getting it. Google apps, so you can just play music, the maps, YouTube, the Google Drive, Play Now stands to YouTube. So you can see it does take a little bit of time to upload. Load. But yeah, playing a video. Let's just click on a video. Advert comes. It's pretty same as the standard Android device. So let's go on the search button, this Pappy G Funk. Let's go on the review eyes and see how long it'll take. So typing on this thing is a bit tricky at first, but you get used to it. So there's a review artist channel, and make sure you hit the subscribe button. And let's look at a video. So let's just upload this. You can see it changes pretty impressively. It is pretty fast. You can turn the volume down and everything. It does sort of look like a tablet, the YouTube layout, which is pretty good. But as with my videos, we're not. But some videos that are 1440p. I'm not really sure which one is. Maybe MKBHDs. Maybe. Let's see this for example. I don't know. Advert. Some videos that are 1440, we can bump it up to that. Whereas with Samsung, Apple devices, you only can go up to 1080p and even some 720p, which is pretty low compared to say that you're in 2015. So yeah, now the camera. Let's take a look at the camera, shall we? So it's nothing really. Oops. Yeah, it does that a bit. So there's nothing really too special about this, but it does. The clarity is really amazing, especially with the flash on. You can see you can get right into there and turn it off. The focus is really impressive, and sometimes it does that low light mode, which is a bit annoying. There's a bit of lag somewhere you can see, but zooming in you get a lot of detail to say this is a tablet. CMOS camera, so it will be pretty impressive, especially with Samsung. Now Samsung do have like the best cameras around, and yeah, so that's just the camera. You can see a bit more information when you click on there about your location, the Google apps, the Samsung Galaxy apps and everything. Now on the Play Store you can see how fast it is to load. Maybe the internet connection will make a difference, but it's not that fast and it's not that slow. So I've had faster phones but not tablets. With tablet it's bigger, it takes longer, so you can see how long this takes to load. And octa-core, so all them 8 cores, they're not supposed to be on all the time, but maybe if they do come on, gives it a little boost. The music is playing, and there you go, Rail Racing, cloud saving progress. Just wanted to show you the startup time. Don't want to show too much of the game, and just show you what it's like. Now this is how you do test the task manager and the RAM, so you can see all them applications open. We'll hit task manager and see how much is left, and let's just close these apps because they do take quite a bit. But you can see ended all, but we still are using 1.58 gig out of 2.71. So I do have the OnePlus one, and that is 3 gig of RAM, but you get 2.81 gigabytes of RAM. But with this, you get 2.71. Doesn't make that much difference, but you can see it's already overloading with Samsung's UI, which is pretty bad. Whereas if it was stock, it'll be sort of halfway. You can see it's taking a lot of pressure, doing that a lot of time, a lot of battery, which will mean for a more poor battery life. However, seem to have good battery life at the moment. So there you go. In the morning, this was used for a bit of television, and it's not showing there because it didn't take that much battery, but 85%, and that's the estimated time remaining, which is not that good. It could be better, but after all, for the price you're paying, you don't expect to get something very high end. However, I sort of do after having the OnePlus one. You pay $269, you get a lot for the price. So yeah, guys, so there's a battery. Just wanted to show you quick. And yeah, so that's a little review of the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8.4. And it is nice in the hand. You can see the slim bezels do help the device itself. The back is still nice, even though it is plastic, so it does feel nice. If it didn't feel nice, I'll tell you. And after owning the OnePlus one, plastic backs are a bit, you can get sandstone for that price, but no. So pricing wise, it is £320, but at the moment on Currys, PC World and Argos, it's on for around £250. With that, you get 16 gig, 3 gig of RAM, and the octa-core processor, which is pretty impressive. And as you can see there, no force close. It can handle a lot of things, and that game load is pretty fast. So yeah, guys, there's the Galaxy Tab S8.4, and I do rate this product like 8 out of 10 because a bit of improvements. But as far as the pricing and Samsung history and tablets, this one is definitely the one to buy because it is amazing. And I'm not getting paid to do this or anything, as you know, but from choice. I've got the iPad Air. I use iPad Air a lot. I've used the Galaxy Tab 2, and from that the Tab S 8.4 and the 8.4 is pretty impressive, and there's big step up from that. So yeah, guys, that's a review. This was the Galaxy Tab S 8.4 review. Might come back to this, do a bit more, might even run sounds and that. So thank guys for watching. I hope you liked this video and learned something new, and I do recommend this, guys. So give this a thumbs up, guys, and subscribe and share, and thanks for watching, guys. See you next vid, guys. Peace.